I was like, but most of the matches were good. There was just something about the show that had me, I don't know, it didn't have me involved. I was like, I think I know why, and we'll get into that. Maybe you guys can already figure out why, but it was just something about the show. But let's talk about it. So the pre-show, it was Thunder Rosa, Rija versus Britt Baker, and it was supposed to be Reba, but she was hurt. So Britt Baker went to Tony Khan and got a replacement, and it was Maki Ito. She was in the women's tournament. This is the first time I saw Maki Ito, and I actually liked her. I thought she was a pretty fun person to watch. Overall, I thought this was a fun match. Rija hit a 619 that looked pretty good. I like that. Maki Ito, she has a very unique offense. She uses her head a lot. She does a lot of headbutts. She does the diving headbutt off the top rope. It's unique. And I hope it doesn't, what do you call that, shorten her career down the line. Because I think she's like 22, maybe. She looks very young. But, like I said, fun match. It ended with Rebel being on the ropes, distracting the ref. I believe it was Thunder Rosa pushed Britt Baker into Rebel, threw her off the apron, and Thunder Rosa rolled her up for a 2 count. Then they were going for like each other's finishers. I forgot how the ref got distracted, but Britt Baker threw Rebel into the ropes, and Reba took, I believe it was a chair, and hit Thunder Rosa with it. And did Britt Baker, I think, hit her finish? Or did she roll her up? Anyway, Britt Baker got the 3. Like I said, fun match. So the show opens with Jericho and MJF versus the Bucks. And before that, JR came on commentary. His voice was sore. It got better a little bit through the night, but the first 2 or 3 matches, JR he sounded sick. But Jericho and MJF versus the Bucks tag team titles, this match was better than I expected. I should have gave him a little more credit, but it was better. So the match starts, hot out the gate. The Bucks hit double suicide dives to the outside. The Bucks hit a middle rope senton onto Jericho. You know that Matt Jackson has Jericho on the rope, and Nick comes off the apron and does a senton. That was nice. There was a spot where Jericho hit the Walls of Jericho on Nick, and then Matt came in to break it up, and he got put in the Village of Jericho. That was a cool spot. They worked on, I believe it was Nick. MJF tagged himself in, and he was just doing suck it, cross chops. That was hilarious. The Bucks took control. They went for a Meltzer driver on MJF. And as Nick Jackson was coming off the ropes to hit the Meltzer, Chris Jericho came out of nowhere like a code breaker. That was pretty cool. That was a cool reversal. So MJF is working on Matt Jackson, threw him to the ropes. Jericho hit him with the bat, like the ref was distracted by Wardlow, and Jericho hit Matt Jackson with the bat. MJF hits the heat seeker. I believe Matt kicks out. Then, at some point in the match, Jericho went for the lion salt, and the Bucks hit the super kick. They didn't hit Jericho in the face, but they got him in, like, the chest. I think they were aiming for the face, but it looked cool. Then MJF came to the ring to hit the Bucks, but he missed. They hit the super kick party on MJF. Meltzer driver on Jericho for the win, Bucks retain. Like I said, this match is better than I expected. I should have gave them more credit than I did. Or I should have expected more from them. The Casino Battle Royal is next. The winning team gets a shot at the tag titles, and in order for the team to be eliminated, both members of the team have to be thrown over the ropes. I didn't really write down much from this match. It was good, but there was a lot to write down. I thought Billy Gunn's Son's Gun Club looked pretty good. Jurassic Express was pretty dominant. Luchasaurus, Bear Country, I don't know who they are, but they look like they came from House of Hardcore. I feel like I've seen one of them before. I'm trying to think off the top of my head before I go into the notes that I wrote down, because I didn't really write down that much. 5 and 10 from the Dark Order looked good. There was one other team that I thought stood out, but I can't think of them at the moment. I know Death Triangle was good. Phoenix was great, but I expected that. There was one other team aside from them, but whatever. In this match, we had QT Marshall turning on Dustin Rhodes. Oh, the Butcher. I thought the Butcher looked pretty good. The Blade, but the Butcher had a couple of decent eliminations. But QT Marshall turned on Dustin. He eliminated himself. Death Triangle and Jungle Boy was the last members in the match. Pac, Jungle Boy eliminated Pac. Phoenix threw Jungle Boy through the ropes and then hit a dive to the outside through the ropes, threw him back in, and then threw Jungle Boy over with a kick. So Death Triangle gets a future tag team match against the Bucks. So that should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. Next is Hikaru Shida versus Ryu Mizunami. I feel like I said that better on my predictions. This match started off hot, straight out the gate. They both they're going back and forth, chops, punches. They're going in the corner, chops, punches, exchanging blows in the corner. They went on to the outside. They brawled a little bit. Shida got a steel chair and did her leaping thing, but Ryu caught Shida and tossed her into the audience. They got back into the ring. Shida threw Ryu to the outside, hit a reverse pile driver. It looked pretty nasty. At some point in the match, it got kind of slow. They lost me a little bit. But then it picked up. Ryu was just giving Shida headbutts, clotheslines. Then, both of them, they were exhausted. They started trading elbows. They were holding each other's hand in the middle of the ring, exchanging elbows to the face. And then Ryu just took control, hit a Uranagi, hit a spear, hit a top rope leg drop for the 2. That was awesome. Then Shida took control to hit 2 Falcon arrows for a 2 count. Shida hit the Tamashi. I can't say her finish. The running knee. Tamashi. She hit 2 of them, but Ryu kept kicking out. And then she was like, I don't know what to do. So she hit this like spinning knockout kick for the win. It was a hard-hitting match. Like I said, they lost me in the middle, but it picked up at the end. It was really good. After the match, Nyla Rose came out, attacked Shida, attacked Ryu. Britt Baker came out, attacked both of them, continued the attack on both of them. Thunder Rosa came out to make a save, and the minute she came out, I'm kicking 6-women tag on Dynamite. And lo and behold, they announced the 6-women tag later on, before the main event. So, I'm looking forward to it. It should be pretty good. Next up is Miro and Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chucky T. Backstage, Chucky T and Orange were cutting a promo. Miro and Sabian attacked. Miro threw Chuck into I think it was like this glass thing on the side. I couldn't see what it was. His arm got cut up. They dragged Chuck out. Got him in the ring. Miro tells Chuck, you can stop this. All you gotta say is stop. And Chuck says, just ring the bell. So they beat Chucky T down for a while. Orange Cassidy comes out. They show him, come barreling out on the stage, but he drops to the floor. So they continue beating down Chuck. And Miro saw Cassidy. So he goes outside, makes his way to the stage, and As Miro gets to the stage, Orange Cassidy kips up and does the flying Gyalpa off the stage. So he was playing possum. He gets in the ring, him and Kip Sabian go at it. They hit the beaks break on Kip. Then Chuck hits a pile driver for the 2-2. Then later on in the match, Penelope Ford was on the apron. So Miro threw Cassidy into Ford and knocked her off the barricade. So Sabian is checking on Ford on the outside. The whole time, Miro is cleaning house. Then he realizes Sabian is the legal man. So he's yelling at Kip, get in the ring, get in the ring. Kip is still on the outside, checking on Penelope Ford. So Sabian gets in the ring and immediately tags in Miro, goes back out to check on Ford. And then Miro just hits, I believe it is Cassidy. I think it was a press slam. And then he hits Chucky T like a super kick. And then he taps out Chucky T with the accolade. I don't know what they call it in AEW, but the camel clutch. So, they win the match. Miro looked dominant. Next match is Hardy versus Paige. This was, this kinda got me out of the mood a little bit. They battled outside. Paige hit a double axe handle, off of some steps. Then Matt takes control, works on Paige's arm. Paige made the comeback. Private Party interfered. Paige beat up Private Party. Matt Hardy hit the side effect and the twist of fate for a 2 count. The Dark Order came out to even the odds. Matt was distracted. Hangman Page hit the buckshot lariat for the win. Colt Cabana came out, had a beer with Hangman. This was, in my opinion, not the worst match of the night, but I don't know. It kind of put me in the mood. And then, next was the Face of the Revolution ladder match. It was Cody Rhodes, Lance Archer, Pentagon, Scorpio Sky, Max Caster, and surprise debut Ethan Page. I heard his name, never seen him. Excalibur said he's from Impact, so I don't know. He looked okay in this match. Maybe it was the match before this that put me in not a bad mood, but it kind of set the mood for this, and I didn't enjoy it as much. But we'll go over a couple of spots. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I wrote a lot down as it is. So, Pentagon hit a sling blade on Archer holding a ladder. That looked like it hurt. Pentagon ran up the ladder to the outside and hit a dive on the outside. Ethan Page hit a release powerbomb on, I believe it was Max Caster. onto a ladder, and Lance Archer was in the middle of that ladder. That looked like it hurt. Broke the ladder. Pentagon hit a destroyer on Cody onto the ladder. Cody was out after that for most of the match. He was selling a shoulder injury. You could see him in the tunnel for most of the match. I don't know. Scorpio Sky hit a great frog splash on the ladder on Caster, who was laying on the ladder. Scorpio Sky was on the turnbuckle. Lance Archer hit a running knee. Scorpio Sky flew off through ladders. Cody eventually came back down, hit a crossroads on Caster. Archer chokeslammed like 3 people. Then he went up the ladder for the brass ring. Ethan Paige came from behind, gave him a low blow, hit a razor's edge type of move on Lance Archer. Jake the Snake came in, hit a clothesline on Ethan Paige. It looked better than a month ago when he hit that clothesline on the Good Brothers. One of the Good Brothers, Anderson, I think it was. Who hit Jake the Snake? I forgot. I think it was Archer. Not Archer. He's his manager. How would it be Archer? I think it was, Pentagon. Super kick Jake the Snake. So then, the match ended. Sky and Cody was on top of the ladder. Sky, was punching Cody's shoulder, bounced it onto the ladder, pushed him off, and grabbed the ring. So, he has a TNT shot against the person on the champion on Wednesday coming up. Then it was time. Time to find out who Tony Khan signed to AEW. A Hall of Fame worthy signing. Big Show had a backstage promo earlier. He said, this person can outwork anybody. And, Tony Khan's been hyping this up all week. People have been speculating all week. Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, RVT, someone from Japan. Names just flying left and right. And I was already in a mood from the Hangman Page match, and then the ladder match. It picked up, but I still felt a little, I don't know, I was in a bit of a mood. Maybe I was just tired. But then the countdown started on Titantron. And then I'm like, oh boy, it's Christian. And sure enough, out looks Christian Cage. Don't get me wrong, I like Christian. He's a great pickup for AEW. But I was kind of disappointed. I don't know. I feel like they could have got somebody better. But then again, if you look at all the drops that have been given, Hall of Fame worthy, check. Under 50, Tony Khan said, check. he's one of Tony Khan's favorite wrestlers. I guess that could be true. Christian's been in the business for a while. He's done a lot of things, so I guess check. And then you put the fact in there that Christian, it came out that he has not signed a new deal with WWE, and his deal with Fox expired. So, logically, could it have been anybody but Christian? I don't know. Again, I'm a fan of Christian. I like Christian. I think it's a big pickup for the AEW. He's a big pickup. And I'm excited to see if he can still go. He looked good at the Rumble, but he has not had a match in how many years? 6 years? So, we gotta see. Next is Sting and Darby Allin versus Starks and Brian Cage. Ricky Starks. Street fight. And this was a cinematic match. Everybody thought it would be. Then it came out that Sting is cleared to fully compete. But I guess they didn't let it take chances. So, they went with the cinematic match. And I'm gonna watch this again because I don't know how to feel about this match. I really don't. I liked some stuff, but then it was like, I wrote on Twitter, it was definitely something. Taz is out on commentary, and they say this is being taken from an undisclosed location. So we see Ricky Starks. He looks out to a parking lot, and Cage is driving, I think it was a green Lambo. I'm not good with cars. So they drive to the location. It was an abandoned warehouse, I guess. Then you see a bunch of people in Sting masks and, Sting masks. They're like Sting druids, kinda. You see them, I think they're marching to the ring or whatever. Then Darby's music starts to play. And I could have swore Vic Faze, the guy that sings Darby's theme, made a small cameo in the TV, lip-singing Darby's theme. He was in face paint, Darby's face paint. I could have swore that was him. I could be wrong. I thought that was Vic Faze. But they show shots of Darby skateboarding in the street, doing tricks, going down a hill. And you see Sting in the street in this, was it a Hummer kind of truck? Or a pickup truck, maybe? So eventually, they link up and Darby grabs the back of Sting's, I think it was a pickup truck. And they go to the warehouse. They looked out to the ring through the people in the masks. And the match starts. They all brawl. Sting through Darby into, I believe it was Cage, and then they all brawl. I wrote down, there's a lot of stuff that happened. I wrote down Cage pressed Darby through a wall, held him up and threw him through the wall. Then Paige picked Darby up in a suplex position and walked up the stairs with Darby. I chuckled at that. I wrote down. Oh, okay. Darby, they did a spot there. Darby and Sting picked up Paige and slammed him through the table. Oh, I forgot to mention. When the match started, Darby, jumped outside and stuck to the wall and did a coffin drop onto Paige. That was pretty cool. But, there was that. They put Paige through the table. Darby did a spot there. He climbed up. What do you call those things that hold up the roof? It's like a post. It goes from the floor to the roof. I forget what you call it. But Darby climbed up it and hit a coffin drop onto, was it Ricky Starks? Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs come out and attack Sting and Darby, so it's 4 against 2. They take a spot where Ricky Starks and Ricky Starks and Hook picked up Darby and seesawed him and threw him through the glass door. It was a cool spot. Then Darby was alone with Ricky. He was chasing him around with the bat. Then Sting threw the bat up somewhere and he was beating down Ricky. The 3 of them eliminated Darby. Yeah, okay, so that happened before the seesaw through the glass. So Sting chased Ricky around, threw the bat, and then they seesawed Darby, took him out, and then the 4 of them went after Sting. So then Darby gets up, throws Sting the bat, and Sting just cleans house, hits all of them. Then Sting picks up the shovel and hits Brian Cage in the head. That was great. I chuckled at that. Then Sting and Darby tossed Brian Cage off a ledge 2 stories down, 2 floors down, through some kind of, I guess it was a table or some kind of concrete thing. I gotta watch it back. So then Sting is fighting Ricky Starks, hits a death drop for the win. Sting and Darby pick up the win. I gotta watch it again, cause there's cool spots, but throughout the match I was just I'm just tired of the cinematic matches. There's been so many. I'll rewatch it. I might change my mind. Okay, now it's time. I can't even say this with a straight face. Now it's time for the main event. Barbed wire explosion deathmatch. And as a hardcore match, this delivered. As for the explosions, it was kind of comical. You couldn't help but laugh, especially at the end. But let's get into it. So the match starts. They both try to put each other into the ropes with the barbed wire, because if you touch it, the ropes explode. So they're both trying to put each other into the barbed wire. There's a side of the ring that's not filled with barbed wire. So just in case somebody gets hurt, the EMTs can come in. So Moxley tossed Omega to the outside through the non-barbed wire side. Picks up a barbed wire bat, starts beating him with it. They battle on the outside on the stage for a little bit. They hit each other with trash cans. Mox throws Omega back into the ring. Omega threw Mox into the ropes, and we have our first explosion. It went off, and it is basically pyro that just explodes on the side of the turnbuckle, and it was just, I don't know. It was a comedy. I don't know, it was comical. But he was thrown into the barbed wire. Then Omega hit Moxley with his trash can. He hit, I forgot what move it was. It was kind of like a face buster onto the trash can. Moxley was busted open. Then Mox was thrown into it was a table or a piece of cardboard with barbed wire leaning up against the turnbuckle. So Omega threw Moxley into that. That looked like a pain in the ass. Later on in the match, Omega went for a leg lock on Moxley, but Moxley kicked Omega off. Omega then into the ropes, set off the explosion. Omega went into the ropes face first, so they tried to play it off like when the explosion hit, it went into his eye like a smoke hit him in the face. Then Omega turns around and Moxley hits him with a drop kick. So Omega goes back into the ropes again, makes another explosion go off. I believe Moxley hit a German on Omega into the other side of the turnbuckle, into the table. And he didn't get the full rotation on the way up, so Moxley came down on his head into the barbed wire. It looked nasty. So then they're battling some more. They make their way onto the apron, on the outside of the ring, onto the apron. And on the floor, there's some contraption. It's like it's like a board bed with barbed wire and explosion set up next to it. So they're punching each other, and eventually Moxley hits Omega with the paradigm shift from the apron onto that contraption. Explosion went off. Moxley's stuck in this thing. Omega, he hit head first and rolled off. So he didn't really hit the barbed wire. Moxley got the brunt, the most of it. He was stuck in the barbed wire. So then, they're back in the ring later on. Kenny Omega hits 2 V-triggers and the one-wing angel. Now, he goes for the pin, but they're close to the ropes. So, then the referee was going for the 3 count. When he was going down for the 3, Moxley put his foot on the ropes to set off the explosion. The referee, Bryce Remsburg, goes flying back, gets stared, and stops the count. That was pretty clever. So later on in the match, the Good Brothers come out. You know where this was going. Moxley gets it back, beats the Good Brothers with the back, but then Kenny Omega gets another back and hits Moxley, takes control. Good Brothers come back in, they're beating him down. Oh, I forgot to say this. So they explained it. There was a 30-minute time limit. And when the 30 minutes is up, the whole ring was supposed to explode. So during the whole match, they're racing against the clock so that they can finish this before the explosion. Now then the Good Brothers came out, there was about 10 minutes. So after Mox beats him with the back, then they beat Mox down, there's about 6 minutes. So, Omega picks up a back, Good Brothers are holding him. Omega hits Moxley with an exploding back. That looked pretty good. I like that spot. Then Omega hits the V-trigger, hits a one-winged angel on a barbed wire steel chair that Gallows set up in the ring and gets the 3 count. Omega retains. So there's about 3 minutes left. The clock doesn't stop after the match ends. So there's 3 minutes left. They're beating down Moxley. They got handcuffs. They handcuffed Mox in the middle of the ring. They beat him down. Then the minute mark hits. So they finish beating him down. They get out of the ring. They're starting to go to the stage. Then you see Eddie Kingston come out. He rushes to the ring. He gets to the ring. There's 15 seconds. He's slapping Mox. Come on. You gotta get up. We gotta get out of here. No use. So then there's 5 seconds left. Eddie Kingston just lays across Moxley. 0 hits. The ring explodes. And everybody on Twitter exploded. It's 4th of July sparklers went off. The so-called explosion was sparklers came out of the apron and an explosion shot up from the side of the ring. And that's it. Eddie Kingston sold it like he had a heart attack. He passed out covering Moxley. So that was one big joke. I thought the hardcore aspect of the match delivered, but the explosion part was just, that was lame. The storytelling at the end, with Eddie Kingston coming out, even though him and Moxley had their rivalry the past month and a half, he still came out, swallowed his pride to save his friend. I thought storytelling that was great. Execution-wise, explosion was lame. But I thought the match was pretty good. So, yeah, Kenny Omega retains. Moxley, I believe, is taken off to have his kid. And that's it. On Wednesday, Darby is gonna face Scorpio Sky for the TNT title. And Pac and Phoenix have a future tag team title match. They announced, like I said, the 6-woman tag for Dynamite. And yeah, overall, I give the show a thumbs up. I thought it was good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. Like I said, I thought the Matt Hardy and Hangman Page match was a little The tag team battle royal, it was a battle royal. It wasn't great, but it was okay. The Christian announcement kinda, I don't want to say it was bad. I was just disappointed. That's my fault for believing in all this hype. But good on them. They got Christian. He's a great pickup, in my opinion. And the cinematic match, I might watch again. It was okay, but it was a cinematic match. Overall, okay show. Like I said for the 1,000th time. But let me know what you guys thought of the show. If you watched it, if you liked it, if you didn't, what was your favorite match? If you didn't watch it, let me know. If you liked my review, leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, turn on your post notifications so you know when I upload. Have a nice day, guys. Peace.